Drama at recess ends with criminal consequences when a woman finds herself behind bars for alleged threats made on the playground.
I said to my attorney, I was trying to come in and get down. And on that bill, and I'm going, hey guys. And what my grandson was doing. Don't.
We're breaking down the series of events that brought this 70-year-old suspect before a judge not once, but twice in just over a month. This is Inside the Crime, presented by Law&Crime. I'm Elizabeth Millner. By the way officials described this case, these fourth graders were bullied and threatened by the 70-year-old woman after she did this. Now, she claims that this was a harmless gesture, but how did we even get here? Well, both sides agree the incidents, yes, too, started over a golden retriever. It's December 1st, 2025. We're in Sussex, Wisconsin, a community less than 30 miles away from Milwaukee. For the fourth graders at the Richmond school, it was recess time. Now, remember those days, a time to just run around and play, take a break from school. But during the recess that day, a fun surprise wanders onto the playground, a golden retriever. And of course, the kids are going to notice a dog at school. According to reports from local news outlets, the dog's name is Buddy. And according to the school superintendent, the kids quickly ran to the bottom of the hill and told their teachers all about Buddy. But that's when things took a turn. When Buddy's owner approached the school staff said she went ballistic. She reportedly began cursing and allegedly saying threats that she'd, quote, shoot the teachers. She also allegedly told the students not to snitch on her, even making some type of hand gesture across her neck. Now, Buddy's owner was ID'd as 70-year-old Judith Plough. She was arrested for terroristic threats and intimidation of a witness. But Judith claimed it was all a big misunderstanding. This is what she told reporters with Fox 6 Milwaukee. 3 hours later, after a nice conversation for 3 minutes with 8-year-olds, I'm taken to jail lying on cement for 10 days. Prosecutors later downgraded her charges, so Judith was only left facing a misdemeanor of disorderly conduct.
How are they supposed to operate when there's a person on the grounds making threatening motions as though someone's going to have their throats cut? Ma'am, I don't know if you realize how big of a bullet you dodged today.
I do. I do.
Now, I could end the story here, but I can't, because about a month later, on January 13th of 2026, Judith was back in cuffs again, this time for allegedly threatening a child.
Down on this side of the table where we're standing now.
Well, they usually put me there and handcuff me to the pole.
Yep, that's what I'm going to do.
On this side.
But I'm going to release your right shoulder so you step up.
Thank you.
Okay, go ahead, take a seat, just don't sit all the way back.
When you burn the car door with your shoulder, I don't get over there yet. Years later, I worked. It's only 38 years. I know.
Yep, I'm going to try not to hurt you.
That's okay. It's just life.
Or the text.
With that thing, that protein character on it. Under.
But are you able to extend your wrist like that a little bit?
They.
Okay. Okay, I'm just thinking about
Yes, I can't.
How do you make the stand up? What's your second?
No, I can't use. I'm telling you, I don't have to be. I don't work like I'm taking me.
Okay.
I'm speaking. That's what I'm.
Okay.
That was too tight.
The guys thought we were at your house, but the reason we got called today was to receive a complaint from the Richmond school, which your household first. You got a complaint that a couple of students have reported to the school administration that while you were outside in your backyard with your dog, it appeared that you had tried to get the attention of those two students. And
from my house, did you see how far away I am?
I'm just informing you about the...
Yeah, it's funny because there's nothing but kids up to 8 years old. But they're examining all their kindergartners, and I usually try to wait till they go in now.
Okay.
Because that's when I gotta take Buddy's friend my spot because he hasn't walked in the street yet to the start stream, which I want to do with him.
Okay.
And if I keep him, I don't know what I should be for. I don't know what to do. What's gonna happen to him tonight?
So part of Judith's bond conditions when she was released after her December arrest was not to have contact with the school. Kind of hard given Judith lives 20 feet from the school's property line. Now, Judith isn't in cuffs because she spoke to children. She's in cuffs because the kids reported her doing a throat-slitting motion to them.
Like I said, we received that complaint that it appeared to be that you were trying to get the attention of people who were out in school and
No.
And then also during that incident that you were doing a gesture again.
No,
Using your hand across your neck, but it's like,
no.
okay. That's just a pointless thing.
Okay, they can make all the claims.
So if you want to parties telling me what exactly happened today.
Okay, today, I can't tell you exactly, but I can tell you that I woke up and I get Buddy out by 8:30 every morning. I've seen fees and things that to eat, and then he goes to be, and then he eats, and then I had a full of cereal, and then we watch the news, and I drink a cup of coffee, and then we go outside again.
Okay.
And I just take him around the house real close because much snow was bad, and then now it's smushy.
Sure.
And then he likes to roll where it stinks like a girly dog.
Mm-hmm.
And so we walked around. Then today I actually went way back and way back.
Okay.
And I haven't done that for a long time. And I didn't do anything, so there was nobody out there. And even if there was there, wasn't doing anything.
Okay.
And he pooped, and I picked it up. And we walked, okay, where's the closet put in back there? From there, 10 feet to 20 feet north
Okay.
or south
Sure.
is mine. So I go there because he's walking too close to the trailers and all this back. So we walk that way, then we go that way, or 10 feet, then we go that way. And then to the power lines for the 10 feet, then I go up the hill. And I did that today, and I went for months because they're big. I went in and out because it was clump.
Okay.
And that was nice. And he loved it. He dropped and rolled, and he peed, and he pooped, and he had to last night for a stick. And that was nice. Okay, so then it got to be later in the day. Then we were in and out so many times.
Okay. So this, from my understanding, was occurring around, say, 1:15, 1:30 in the afternoon.
Yeah, I'm meeting out with the cloud. I'm 17. Because I'm ready to open it. I go outside, I do what I do. I just pray and look through the day and throughout my teeth. And like when I fell, my knee really hurts, and my wounds stuff. I landed like this, just doing there on my toes.
Okay.
On my face, on my chest, on my belly, and my knees.
Okay.
And it's just, I'm in the nurse office to get up because I hurt so bad.
Okay.
And I didn't kick my dog. Why am I going to kick him?
Sure. So, but you were out multiple times with your dog today?
I'm out at least 20 times a day, every day with my dog. Just having every single day, like today.
Okay.
Like today.
So, that's like an average estimate, about 20 times?
Well, anywhere from say 12 to 18.
12 to 18?
Yeah.
Okay. And that's just because of his feelings?
I mean, yeah, I knew about first challenge. He's not ready to play stringy or anything like that yet because he won't vote.
Okay.
That's why December 1st, I'm like to jail. He broke loose from me, went to the kids. I was thanks for getting them that turned into me rattling as word might be.
Okay.
The kids said the teacher was to licking with the west.
Okay.
To me, said I called him.
Okay.
And now they're doing this to me. Why don't I said to my attorney, I have Jonathan, I'm going to get down. And on that bill, and I'm going, hey guys. And what my brains out, let's do it. Don't. I go on that, I wouldn't sell it for a lot of
Sure.
and I don't want to die. I was too happy.
Okay. Going back to the previous you are aware that you have conditions as a part of your lease.
Yeah, I didn't go near the school.
Okay.
I was on my property and they were in school, and it was one time that they were even talking through the loudspeaker. It was 1:02
Okay.
when I got outside.
Okay.
And there was nobody out there. I even looked at the clock. I said, oh, they're still in, because when they go in and eat lunch, they stay in for a long time.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's not when I fell. I don't know if I fell last week. I think it was flood. In fact, I'm like, when he pulled me, and I flew in the
Perfect.
He's 74.
Sure. Okay. So, but you're aware that,
Yeah.
as a part of your conditions, that number one, you're not supposed to be in contact with any of the people that were involved.
Yeah, I
Right. And then the second part of that meeting, you're not supposed to say, I will not reach this school.
don't.
Including mistake.
I don't.
And you might understand how some of that outreach grew, where it looks like you were trying to get the attention of somebody at the school.
Well, if they're that desperate to give a punishment while they were in a nursing home. I wasn't trying to get your attention, but being as nuts and crazy and part of this, they are more attention for the police because they're little walkish on my stuff and they're gathering their dad and their husbands are busy. They're going to pick on me.
Okay.
God bless them.
But you're finished by being outside.
No, I've been outside. I was outside probably 8 times yesterday in the backyard. I've been walking around. The kids were out here.
Okay.
Today I fell down and it covered.
But there was another disturbing thing that the kids caught Judith allegedly doing that didn't help her case.
Oh, chicken the dog, that's what it did. Why do they care so much about the dog? And they know I'm 70 and they got 5 big fines for it?
Well, that's only part of it, right? Well, the killing your dog is only part of what?
Why else did they call?
Well, I explained it to you. It's because
Have I threatened to kill him again?
no, it's not that you threatened to kill them. It's that it seemed to them that you were trying to get into contact with somebody that was at.
No. If I was in contact with them, I can't. I wanted to even call and apologize when stuff happened before the officers came to my house last time.
Okay.
I looked in the phone book for an hour. I couldn't find Richmond School anywhere.
Sure.
And I wasn't going to run down there. Then, when after I got arrested, I'm not allowed to be near him, and I don't want to go near him.
Okay.
Because my other boss, when I had my Labrador Marty, he followed me down there once. I came in and I talked to the principal, and that was in 2012.
Okay.
Okay, so I've lived there since 2011.
Okay.
And why all of a sudden is starting to happen now?
Sure.
When I was younger and drinking and falling down and stuff like that, I could have done wildest. I could have ruined the cars, but I never was that kind of person. My friends like doing that.
Okay.
When you grew up in California, Orange County, by LA, people are weird. I had friends that I even broke it off with them because my brother gets stabbed to death. His girlfriend stabbed him 16 times in the dinner time. When I was 17 and he was going to be 22, she did 6 months in Frontera, which is a correctional institution that does it. First degree manslaughter. My mom, but okay. Stuff just coming back to haunt me. But I knew a guy, Larry Strutt, he was my brother cut off from me. And I said, for $400, he would go start your house on fire. He would set a Walgreens on fire. Finally, and me and my mom prayed, and we were supposed to let it happen. So it was my brother's where he got killed. It's crazy. And I had to listen.
Sure.
But he was getting drugs. We bought it to them.
If you don't mind, I just want to.
Oh, yeah.
Right, trying to answer that. While you were outside today, it sounds like I recall you around the Warsaw with your team.
Yeah, it was 102 when I did the it was 102 or 120 or 112. There was a 2 in it. But I think it was they go out, they're in for lunch and they're in there for at least an hour and a half.
Okay.
2 hours or stuff. So that's when I went out and walked in. But I didn't talk about that time.
Okay.
They were all out there when I fell out because I got up and I purged. And I didn't kick my dog.
Okay.
But as much as he did, I did all the stuff. Why have I done it? She didn't beat it.
At any point today, did you make a gesture like you were slicing your leg with your hand?
No, I go like this.
Okay.
And like this.
Okay. Is there anything else about what happened today that sticks out to me that you feel I should know is important?
Yeah.
Specifically, just the.
I didn't.
Okay.
No, because I remember when I fell, and then when I got up, and then I had to restrain him because from the pull away, and I got him in the house. When I do that, he'll jump up real nice. So he listens so bloody to your people over listening for the lunches. They never paid that much to our dog. But anyway, he went in and I put him in the back bedroom. After he partied and everything, he was in there for an hour and a half. Then I opened the door and then he loved me like nothing happened to the other time. But I remembered and I felt bad since I couldn't. So we must. So anyway, no, I'm not going to stick out the things that and I didn't do anything stupid. Because I don't want to go to jail again, and I can't afford this.
Sure.
And my dog and my house and my life, I'm not getting any hours work here. I don't look steadily, but I
Good.
sorry.
All right. Well, I don't have any more questions for you. I'm just gonna fill out a quick piece of paperwork, and then we're gonna shake your hand on this. And
See, I don't even pronounce the name.
Krieger. Okay. I'll be right back. Okay, Liz?
Not so.
Right.
Scroll down my wallet and stuff in case I could. I think, you know what? If I could have bailed out last time, this kid, I know you don't want to hear it, but I'm excited. So wait, no one sister grabbed my phone, but they wouldn't grab my wallet.
Okay.
And they said even if I didn't have my wallet, I couldn't have mailed myself out of jail. Why is it? I got $43,000. Why do people have money?
I'm not sure why I give you the word to you. I'm not sure if you tried to fuss.
Same thing as I'm probably good at disorderly. It was then I was a terrorist.
Although they charge you with terrorist threats.
Yeah.
So that's a felony.
Yeah, 2 felonies. And then I pushed the kid, they fell down the hill because nobody got touched. Nobody's said.
Okay. But because of the felony, you would have to appear before the judge.
Oh, and I did still appear before the judge, and he said for $1,000 I could bail out, and I didn't have any ways. So 5 days later, I called my brother, the officer, his big Holland Blazer, because he's the one guy in the holding where you are. They told me call him Blazer because he does everything 10 people can't do.
Sure.
Yeah. So anyway, he electronically got my brother-in-law's phone numbers for me because they wouldn't give me my phone.
Okay.
I could have got it, but I didn't know. I'm looking 5 hours later and that asked for it. Not called to get it.
Sure.
So then 5 days later, I called and I heard the answer, so I said, Brian. And so she goes, no, this is Amber. She goes, but I asked Brian's old phone number. She goes, what's happening? And I told her, I didn't walk a shot on me, got on and I hate the cops, I hate this, I'm Mexican, all my friends are black. Why she had to tell me all that's beyond me?
Easy.
I listened. She said, I'm holding a guy, and I'm going to get you out of here. I told her I get in my house. She did it with the security code. She went in the garage, go in the kitchen, get my wallet. She did. She didn't abuse it. I thought she did, but she didn't.
Sure.
She was really nice. She got me out of jail. Why didn't I? Well, I just a total stranger let her know.
Sure.
I mean, when you have to lay on this cement in this coal and metal and metal and metal and metal and metal, and you're on cement with a mat that big, it hurts.
Yeah.
And there's nothing to do, and then you got 9 black women calling it asking to be a piece of to your face, and you're going to go,
Sure.
and you go.
Judith was taken back to jail after violating the court's order not to have contact with anyone at the school.
So there's a kid that said I made a slicing off it with a little girl.
Yep. That's what I explained to you.
Well, I heard it coming. I didn't hear you telling me a little girl said I did. Well, did you skirt some? But I did do that. They robbed the building. Where they can mess with me for the rest of my life and they can bury me 5 years early. I'm supposed to live in 93.
She was released the next day, and soon after, she was already giving her side of the story to local reporters, like in this interview with WISN 12 in Wisconsin.
We stood here for a half a minute talking, bam, handcuffed me.
Were you surprised to see the sheriff's deputies here yesterday?
Yeah, I go, now why are they here? And I told the kids I was going to blow up the school, they said, and that, you know, if my son went there, he would hate it and he would kill everybody, and that I wish they were all dead. I forget what they all said, but it's a...
But you're saying you didn't say any of that?
Well, why would I to 8-year-olds, would you?
Lucky for Judith, there was no added charges to the misdemeanor she already faces. And lucky for the school, they are reportedly working working on a fence between their property and Judith. Online records show at a January 7th hearing, Judith Plough was ordered to participate in a 6-week anger management course, but she hasn't learned her full sentence just yet. That'll be at another hearing that's scheduled for February 23rd. Thanks for tuning into this episode of Inside the Crime. I'm Elizabeth Millner.